Before we talk about your career, though, I do want to get your opening thoughts. UFC 295. How do you feel like this main card's going to go?
It's going to be incredible. Listen, Tom Aspinall, he's in the co-main event. He's replacing. He's not replacing, but Jon Jones, as we know, got injured. So that main event was off. So Tom Aspinall stepped in. He's fighting Sergey Pavlovich. Both of these guys are on incredible runs. Sergey's knocking everybody out in the first round with the first punch. I mean, he hits so hard. It's ridiculous. Tom is from the same part of England that I'm from the Northwest. We know each other. We're good friends. He took this fight for the title on 2.5 weeks' notice. Just like I took this, my title fight on 2.5 weeks' notice. So there's some parallels there. I've been giving him a bit of advice, but the reality is he doesn't need anything from me. Tom is absolutely phenomenal, and he's going to go out there and he's going to smoke Sergey Pavlovich in the first round.
There you go.
There it is. There's the prediction. You didn't even want one, but you got one.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned it, too, because it's an interesting fight. With him being out, I mean, I don't know how this is going to happen, but do you think the UFC is actually doing the right thing by letting Jon keep his belt, or do you think that he should vacate it, let healthy fighters come and compete?
Well, let me ask you a question. You do realize that Jon Jones is probably the greatest of all time, that he went through the light heavyweight division with general ease until his last few fights. They were a little bit more challenging. He's gone through multiple generations of legends and contenders. He's defended the belt so many times. He stepped up. He became the heavyweight champion. Mm-hmm. And when people get injured, they bring in interim belts. People don't get stripped, generally. They bring in interim belts. So I don't know why all of a sudden Jon Jones, of all people, the greatest of all time, why should the rules not apply to the greatest of all time? If anything, they should definitely apply. So anyone that thinks he should be stripped, they're talking out of their backside. They don't know what they're talking about. Why on earth would they be stripped? Like, for example, when I was the champ, Dana White offered me a fight. I sent him a picture of my knee. My knee was swollen like this. And he was like, oh, wow. He said, that's bad. I said, yeah, I need surgery. He said, all right, well, we're going to have to do an interim title. I said, yeah, of course. Absolutely, because that keeps the division moving. Mm-hmm. It establishes the next #1 contender. And then when they do the fight, it's champion versus champion. So it makes it a little bit bigger. So I think it's the perfect move.
So for fans, how does that affect the fan experience, you think?
This week, with Jones not being on?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a shame. Who doesn't want to see Jon Jones against Stipe Miocic? Right. Of course, that was a massive draw. Everyone wants to see that fight. They're going to do it next year when Jones has recovered. But yeah, you know, it's a shame. That was a huge fight. But fortunately, the UFC, being the juggernaut of a promotion that they are, have brought in 2 fantastic fighters, you know, Sergey and Tom. You know, it's a rightful interim title fight. We've got an incredible light heavyweight title fight in the main event. You know, Yuri Prohaska and Alex Pereira, 2 former champions as well. Look, listen, we all wanted Jon Jones on the card.
I know.
But, you know, he ripped the peck off the bone.
That's
You
disgusting.
can't fight. The commission won't let him fight. UFC won't let him fight. Jon Jones won't let himself fight. You can't fight in that situation. I mean, it's no one to blame. Maybe the wrestler that did that to Jon.
But
you know
it
what
is
I mean?
what
But it is what it is.
Yeah.